Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Trey, back with another video. I got some more clips featuring the Lady J. Got 5 more clips here. I'm only gonna say something in between clips. I'll try to make it quick as possible. And of course, you know, if Lady J is covering something, that means she's covering something where logic just go out the window. And also, try something a little different. I'm actually wearing a collared shirt. I know I'm always up here in tank tops or I don't even know the right words for it, the right shirt for it. Just tight shirts, workout shirts. So yeah, wearing a collar shirt for once. Trying to change something a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into these Lady J videos. So let's see what kind of foolishness she is responding to.
Someone please explain to me why men are so threatened by a woman that is not desperate for a man. Why does it bother you so much?
In answer to someone's question, most men, in fact, have no desire at all to be in any kind of relationship with a desperate woman, because desperation just reeks of insecurity. And insecurity, in many cases, often leads to toxicity in relationships. And any person, whether it be a man or a woman who is confident and comfortable in themselves, wants to stay as far away from toxic relationships as possible. Although I noticed that someone didn't actually wait for an answer to the question. See this.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause that. Because without women lowering their standards, a lot of men will have no options at all. A confident woman does not intimidate real men. She only threatens the ones who cannot compete unless women are struggling. Okay. When any woman that leads with real men, don't know what the hell they talking about, in my opinion. If that woman leads with real men, she'll know what the hell she's talking about. But anyway, let's continue this particular clip. Lady J still has some more on this one.
And one particular phrase there really stuck out because I have been noticing it being used by some women as a way to apparently try to shame men. It's that confident women don't intimidate real men. But I would be curious to hear how many women can actually define what a real man actually is.
None. Not many. Because they never had one in their life. But anyway, let's go to the next one.
Men marry the safe girl much more than they marry the dream girl.
Interesting theory. I wonder if that can actually be proven. Or is that just something that some women try to say to justify why they've been left by a man for a better woman? Because from what I have seen, most men actually do marry their dream woman, someone who brings them happiness and peace, as opposed to someone who brings them nothing but nightmares.
And that is because protecting their ego matters more to them than chasing someone who would never accept anything less than the best.
Okay. Who can guess she got plastic surgery on her face and on her body? Because I can see it definitely in the lips, in the face already. Definitely.
Let's be brutally realistic for a moment. There are some women out there who really have not the slightest idea what actually makes a woman a good woman, or has any concept at all of what many men consider to be marriage material in a woman. Because just a friendly reminder, a lot of men usually know very early on in the stages of a relationship if they're ever even going to consider marrying that woman. But the reason most of these women are so lost in the sauce is because they spend the majority of their time listening to other women, mostly single women, describe the best ways to keep a man in a relationship.
But they normally lead to failure. Because if you want to know how to get a man, ask another man. Ask your brother, your father, and I'm talking to you ladies. Ask your brother, your father, male cousins. They'll tell you what men like and ways to catch a man. But instead, y'all go to other women who don't have no clue to how to keep a man. That's what causes that. Y'all stay single. Y'all listen to other women tell you all kinds of wrong things. But anyway, Lady J still got some. We still got like 3 more clips. And I kind of, I remember this one.
I'm feeling a little feisty today. So let's have a bit of fun. So not only did someone leave this very charming comment, they also left this photo with it.
Pause it so y'all can see it. All right.
So I actually have a question, and this goes for anyone, especially those that like to leave disparaging comments on my page or anyone's page. Is it just a way of trying to say that someone doesn't actually have anything relevant to contribute? Because I've noticed that a lot of individuals will leave disparaging, nasty comments, but they never actually leave anything in regards to constructive criticism or any kind of rebuttal. Why is that? Is it because someone can't actually articulate what they want into words, so they just have to leave photos and nasty little messages? I would actually challenge someone to actually come up with an interesting rebuttal in regards to anything that I've actually said, or else I'm just going to assume that someone lacks the, shall we say, capacity to do so, and that would be most unfortunate.
And most unfortunately, Lady J, a lot of people don't have the capacity to give constructive criticism or a good rebuttal because they too small-minded to try. I know that's not funny, but at the same time, it's true. All right, let's get to this next one.
I just got a comment from a cis woman on a previous video telling me that I will never know what it feels like to be a woman.
I know this is going to be hard to believe, but self-evident factual statements like that really do offend some.
And here's the thing, you fucking turf. If you believe that it is axiomatic that men cannot know what it feels like to be a woman, then it must also be axiomatic that women do not know what it feels like to be a man.
And that would be absolutely correct. It is, as someone said, rather self-evident, in fact, that a man will not ever fully be able to understand what it's like to be a woman, just as women cannot understand fully what it's like to be a man. That is really not that difficult of a concept to grasp. And just because a person may walk a mile in another person's shoes, as it were, that does not mean that they can understand or fully comprehend every experience that an individual has had as a particular gender. But then there's this.
Which means that neither group has any idea whatsoever if there's any difference between them at all.
Interesting. But most informed individuals do understand that there are quite a lot of differences between men and women, and they're not just cosmetic.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of things that dude is smoking. To me, something like that, that's a mental illness in my opinion. Probably close to multiple personality disorder or split personality disorder, whichever one you want to call it. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's gotta be gotta be a mental order. You're a man thinking you're a woman, or you're a woman thinking you're a man. Yeah. But anyway, we got one more clip.
For the first time, possibly in history, women are admitting they want daughters, not sons.
Oh, don't worry. This is certainly going somewhere.
Having a son is seen as an extreme burden to women around the world.
Burdens, really? And how is raising a son different than raising a daughter?
You are expected to birth them, educate them, and shield them from conditioning from other boys. All this without acknowledgement.
Oh, so some women want acknowledgement for being a good parent? You would think that just being a good parent would be reward enough in itself.
In fact, that very same son may grow up to take his mother's rights away.
Oh yes, there are a lot of individuals out there that will try to convince some women that they need to be fearful of their own children in the future. But may I be very specific? It's only the boys that they're talking about. They would never mention the girls.
Women globally are reaching a line of contention, refusing to give birth to life that may become a weapon against them, against other women. This is why movements like 4B exist.
Oh, because of ignorance, fear, and bigotry? Got it.
Women are refusing to birth their own oppressors.
See what I mean?
They are liberating themselves from a life of suffering. Sons are no longer the standard. Daughters are.
I wonder how long it's going to be before boy moms start being harassed for having boys. Oh, wait. In case some of you didn't notice, that's already happening.
Yep, that's already happening. And please forgive me for saying this. Is there any chance that she might be Korean since she mentioned the 4B movement? So, yeah. But anyway, the misandry is rampant, man. It's very rampant. And why did that chick look like she was like AI generated or something? Because her lips was not moving with the words that was talking. It's like that particular part was AI generated to me. At least it looked like that to me. But that made no sense though. That made no sense. It just people just talking outside their neck or out of the side of their ass or whatever. But yeah, good to see Lady J always try to speak logic to these shitty people on the internet. But anyway, y'all made it to the end. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment, tell me what y'all think about this. If you see the hype button, please hit it. And if you haven't already, please go check out the Lady J on TikTok. She do have 2 pages. I probably should put the other page up here. I'll probably put it in the description below. But yeah, anyway, I catch y'all on the flip side. Y'all have a good one. And peace.